CountryWide CONNECT, connecting farmers and growers to what they need to know to grow. Your daily innovative rural show with Andy Thompson and Sarah Perriam-Lampp.
The former Minister of Agriculture, who was from the National Party, Sir David Carter, who is talking to us as the chair of the Canterbury A&P Association. David.
Good afternoon.
I shouldn't ask you that question because that would be very unfair, because we're talking about the wonderful Christchurch A&P show, the national show of significance. Now, this is exciting, but makes sense. Basically, the news is that you're moving back from Thursday to Saturday to Wednesday to Friday, the traditional dates of the show.
We are. Now, if you think about where we've been in the last couple of years, I came on board after there was a proposal by the then board to actually cancel the show for that year. They weren't financially viable enough to do it. A number have said that's just not on. We're not accepting that. You can't have Canterbury Show Week without the show. So we put on the show using an event management team in partnership with us. And they argued, and rationally I agree, that if we went to a Saturday, we got two public holidays in the event of bad weather on either show day or the Saturday. We tried it for 2 years. What we found is that our major agri-businesses weren't that keen to be there on the Saturday. So in order to get back to our grassroots, to keep the DNA of the show as it's been for 160 plus years, let's go back to the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and that's what we announced last week.
So basically driven by the exhibitors and what the farmers showing the stock as well. Were they part of it, David?
We've worked very closely with what they call the general committee. So when we went to the Saturday, it's fair to say most exhibitors weren't excited by it. They said, we'll do it because we want to work with you to ensure viability of the show going further. They were never comfortable with Saturday, but they'd do it if they had to. So they were very easy to get on board. What we found, the agribusinesses, they got alarmed by talk of the show not being held. They then spent their money somewhere else, and they didn't come back in the numbers that we wanted last year and the year before. Full marks to the loyal supporters like Silverfern Farms and Ravensdown who are there. But frankly, I want to see the other meat companies there, Alliance Meat Company. I want Farmlands back there. I want some of the banks back at the Canterbury A&P. I went down to the Wanaka show. They're all there. So if they're prepared to support the Otago farmers, I want them to support the Canterbury farmers.
Yeah, and rightly so, David. PGG Wright's in a large major partner on the side there gone. It's so realistically, your customer is the exhibitors, and you have now listened to them.
The exhibitors are absolutely vital, but all the stallholders are part of it, and then our members. So we've listened to everybody. We've gone back to what we've traditionally done. We now want the likes of PGGW to be there. We want Farmlands to be there. We want Alliance Meat Company, Ansco, etc. And we'll work with them because they were the ones that were reluctant to have staff there, frankly, on two public holidays, and I can accept the additional cost that they were faced with.
And they wanted to go to the races, let's be honest.
I think that was part of it, and certainly the Canterbury Jockey Club wasn't happy with our decision when we went to a Saturday, so they're delighted. And that is part of the whole package. I talked about Show Week earlier. It is about the races, it's about the show, it's about the country coming into Christchurch and the Christchurch economy benefiting greatly by it.
David, just on that, you're talking about the exhibitors, but the general public, did you see a bounce in numbers or a bump in numbers with the Saturday event?
No, we didn't. But to be fair, for those of you who came to the Saturday, on both days, the weather was inclement. In fact, we had a hailstorm on the Saturday of this last show at show 25, but they didn't come back. Traditionally, people have been associated with taking show day. This is the town people I'm talking about. Taking show day is their day to go to the show in big numbers, and we found that they still came on the Friday more than the Saturday anyway.
And for those who
go back.
Yeah, for those who aren't aware, that's Christchurch Anniversary Day, hence why the public have that day
holiday.
off. Yeah,
exactly. And that is, again, all about Show Week. It's always been our anniversary day. People have the long weekend, and many of them use that Friday as a public holiday to bring the family to the show.
David, we're looking forward to it. Obviously, it's that show week, Cup and Show Week in Christchurch is the highlight of the Canterbury social calendar, and we know it's a really, really exciting week. And I know, looking forward to getting a light. Everything else coming back? Anything else in the winds? Anything new and exciting you can let on?
No, at this stage, it's back to the basics. It's recognising what our DNA is. It's about bringing the farmers back to our show. It's about increasing the membership of the association. But importantly for me, it's what I've been talking about with you now. It's those large agribusinesses. They've got to be convinced of the value of being there, and that's our job to go and sell them that package. And we're doing that now very strongly. And I just hope we see them back being loyal to the Canterbury A&P show and to the Canterbury farmers and to the city of Christchurch, frankly.
Are you twisting arms?
We are twisting arms. That's my job.
You might be.
Yeah.
David,
you're quite good at that.
I can honestly, hand on heart, live broadcast, tell you that I haven't attended the last 2 years because of the changes. I haven't renewed my membership because of the changes. And I was even a financial funder over COVID. I'm such a passionate supporter of the show. This announcement has won my heart back. And the fact that you've got Jeff Bone back has also won my heart back. Going back to the basics is the best thing that the show could do. And I'll pay my membership.
Now I've won your heart, I want your wallet as well.
Yes, I will pay my membership, sir.
Great. And I think there has been a disconnect with the membership. I don't deny that. Bear in mind, I only got involved in August of 2024. From memory, we had 93 days to get a show on and up and operating. We did that against all odds. It was a successful show, but it was a reduced show. To restore viability, financial viability to the show is more than a 2-year project. It's probably a 5-year project. But by the time I finish, I hope we've re-established Canterbury A&P as the premier agricultural event right throughout New Zealand.
Just like you did with the National Party, sir.
Oh, well, that was a long time ago now.
No, it wasn't. Hey, just on National Party, what do you make of Katie Milne's candidacy for West Coast Tasman? We're going to get her on the show tomorrow.
Great news. I worked closely with Katie. Of course, I was Ag Minister at the time when she was Federated Farmers President. A wonderful woman. And I think if she can win that seat, she'll make us a tremendous member of Parliament for the National Party. I think that they need to go back to those grassroots farmers. They haven't got enough of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we are looking at New Zealand's first female Minister of Agriculture right there.
You may well be.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been talking to her a little bit over the weekend. As I said, we're going to get her on the show tomorrow. Might get her live in studio. I think she's going to come in live, actually, is what she said.
So, amazing. Yeah. That would be fantastic. Hey, David, thank you so very much. And you have our full support, and we will most definitely be there as full paid-up members and proud members of the media.
And good luck to your new format. I wish you all the best because you're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, sir.
CountryWide CONNECT. Connecting farmers and growers to what they need to know to grow. Your daily innovative rural show with Andy Thompson and Sarah Perriam-Lampp.